Hi, John Dwyer here, and hopefully the image which is next to me gives you a hint on what I'm going to show off about. Madura Tea is a favourite here in Australia. I guess it's the Rolls-Royce, the BMW of the tea industry. It's Australian, and I guess the closest thing to it would be Twinnings in terms of upmarket tea. Now, they happened to be a client of mine a little while ago, and we were able to put together a promotion which had a dramatic positive effect on their trade, okay, on their sales. I shouldn't say dramatic, we're talking like a miracle impact upon their trade. Madura Tea was being, I guess, hassled by Woolworths and Coles to continue providing subsidies to have a space in the catalogues and things like that that the big supermarket chains put out. And when they came on board my program, they said to me, look, we're handing out all this money to Woolworths and Coles to put our tea into their catalogues and so forth, but we're not seeing any return for it. And I said, okay, well, what do you want? And they said, well, what we'd like to do is actually run our own promotion and prove to Woolworths and Coles that if we actually keep the money ourselves and put it into our own promotion, then of course, we won't have to keep on putting subsidy money into these silly catalogues which are not making a lot of money for us. And I said, okay, fair enough. So I devised for them a big $1 million sweepstakes promotion. And pretty clever if I do say so myself. Excuse me whilst I just pat myself on the back, okay? And the reason I'm showcasing that here on social media is because it may be very, very valuable information for you. And if you would like some help in putting this sort of stuff together, then you know where to contact us. You'll see there's a link above or below me here or beside me, wherever it is, and you only need to click that link and you'll find out more information about how we can help you. Let me just run you through this one. What we did is that we took out an insured price promotion. Now, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire on television with Eddie McGuire? That money is not given away by Channel 9. It's given away by an insurance company. And likewise with the Deals and No Deals and all these quiz shows around the world, the money is insured by an insurance company. And of course, the insurance premium to the TV network is based on the difficulty of those questions. Now, in this instance, we were able to get $1 million from one of the world's biggest insurance companies for $16,000 based on, at the end of the promotion, a 1 in 250 chance of that prize going off. And I'll get to that in just a moment. But you can get $1 million for $16,000 or thereabouts. You can get $500,000 for a premium of about $8,000, and you can get $250,000 for a premium of around about $4,000. Starting to interest you? Okay, if you're in the fast-moving consumer good business, or you're just in the retail business, or you're just selling stuff online, can you imagine the stimulus that you would have by offering people the chance to win 50 or 100,000 or 250,000 or a million? So what happened is that we said to consumers that if you actually bought a box of Madura Tea, a packet of Madura Tea, inside would be a sweepstakes ticket. And that sweepstakes ticket would have a code on it. And the last 2 digits of that code would denote how many entries you've just got in the $1 million draw. So if the code had 04 at the end of it, you got 4 entries. If it had 08 at the end of it, you had 8 entries. So it was like a thrill of like opening up a packet of football cards when, you might have been young. And so therefore people were buying this like crazy. We were able to keep track of the purchases because people just went online and put in their code to an entry form, and then we could see how many boxes of this stuff that was. We had one particular person that was buying 30 boxes of Madura Tea a day to get more entries, like nuts. I don't think they'll have to buy tea again for the rest of their life, but nonetheless, they were binge buying because of the stimulus of this $1 million giveaway. It went crazy. Sales were up. Because it's confidential, I can't give you the exact percentage of them, but we're talking nuts. We're talking an increase in sales which was just insane. And the reason it was is because of the way we designed it. We didn't do the silly thing that other people do, and that is, just write down the barcode number and send that in to us, or go online and put in the barcode. No, we turned this into a promotion whereby it was a lucky dip. So when someone bought the tea, they actually pulled the sweepstakes ticket out, and they got somewhere between 1 and 10 entries. So it was a thrill in that respect before they even went and registered their entries online. Let me play for you the TV commercial that we ran throughout the promotion. It was pretty powerful.
That's a pretty good prize, yeah.
Okay, so there you say, by the way, it was my daughter who was at the very end of the commercial where she just did like a throwaway line. Oh, that's pretty good, typical millennial. Pretty good, $1 million, pretty good. So we left it in there and it got a lot of traction. As I said, the promotion just went nuts. Now, compare that to what they may have been tempted to do, and that is price discount. In order to win market share, there's a good chance that you are considering pretty much every day, should we just have a 10% discount or 20% off or this? No, do not do that. Turn whatever you were going to give as a discount, what you were prepared to give as a discount to stimulate sales, turn that into either a sweepstakes contest or a Happy Meal toy. In other words, just, turn the discount into something that's, a tangible giveaway. Now that could be an item of some sort. It could be that they collect certain points and get movie tickets. In this instance, it was, collect Madura Tea and you could get more entries into $1 million draw. And the reaction to this was just absolutely insane. At the end of the promotion, whether it's a month or 2 or 3 months or 6 months, whenever it is, then you have a preliminary draw and you actually draw someone out. And that person then gets the opportunity to choose from 1 out of 250 envelopes, if you want to run it that way, or that person gets the opportunity to spin a chocolate wheel that has 250 numbers on it on a particular URL. Okay, so therefore you can decide which way you want to run, the major draw, whether it be a digital chocolate wheel where they actually plug in what number they think will come up, number 84, and then they press spin. And if 84 out of the 250 numbers comes up, they walk away with the 50 grand or the million or whatever it might be. Or you can just have 250 envelopes on your boardroom table, and there will be an insurance, sort of scrutineer there who will have put the big $1 million prize in one of those 250 envelopes. So you can choose to have your major draw in whatever fashion you want. There's a number of different ways to do it, and that's it. So it's a 1 in 250 chance that they will win the big prize at the end. The only thing you need to come up with is the consolation prize. So whether that's a trip to the Gold Coast holiday or a trip to Fiji, or whether it happens to be $1,000 worth of groceries from the supermarket chain, it's entirely up to you. You come up with the consolation prize. But if the big prize is 1 out of the 1 in 250 chance, then the insurance company pays out. The thing is, you don't want a customer once, you want a customer regularly. And if you've got a big ticket line, might be a motorbike or motor car, it might be a lounge suite, sure, they're not going to buy that off you every week, but nonetheless, you want them to refer you to someone else. So therefore, we build in stimuluses to do that. That's about it. If you're interested in this sort of massive, insane sales stimulus, can I come up with any other superlatives? I'm sounding a little bit like Kerry Ann on one of the infomercials, but seriously, this stuff is insane because you don't see it run anywhere else like this. You'll see people running contests and, win a week's worth of groceries at Woolworths, or, win a Christmas hamper, please. When was the last time you ever entered any contest to win a Christmas hamper, or to win a motorbike even, for that matter, for goodness sake? If you're going to run one of these customer stimulus promotions, make sure it's a big cash prize. We don't want another refrigerator. We've got one in the kitchen, we've got one in the garage for our beer. We don't want another lawnmower. We don't want another lounge, but you cannot possibly get enough cash. Okay, so therefore, I've run more contests than probably anyone in Australia. I've done all the big bingo games for the newspapers. I've done all the big fast food promotions for the likes of, we're talking Red Rooster, we're talking Macca's, KFC, all those sorts of people. Baker's Delight, you name it, all that stuff. And I'm telling you, the thing that wins every single time in terms of a contest stimulus is a cash prize, and a big cash prize. Okay, so don't even think about running a customer contest if it's not a big cash prize, because that wins every single time. Anyway, enough of that, enough of me doing this, patting myself on the back. We have a pretty unique agency called the instituteofwow.com. But if you'd be interested in our coaching program, where I can help you do all this sort of stuff for your business, then just click above or below or beside me, wherever it is here, and we can have a chat. All the best.